Also, algorithmic social engineering. If I control the technology, I can dictate the market. I'll explain what that means. Michel Foucault, a French philosopher in 1975, in her work Discipline and Punish, talked about panopticism. She based it off of a prison design, right? It was a prison design with a watchtower in the middle of the prison. And this theory was that, like, by putting the watchtower in the middle, the prisoners would police themselves because they're under surveillance. So physical authority has shifted to psychological authority, right? And over time, their behaviors change, and this causes a term she calls dynamic normalization. So in the digital age, the watchtower has transferred. So through technology, through bots, through fake viral clips, fake accounts, you can police platforms and algorithmically influence society with the technology that you can control. The technology that you can control can dictate the market. We see it across various industries all the time. A lot of people have seen some of my quarrels with the media industry. That's kind of the reason why I started streaming. You know, some of you have seen my stream and going off on Stephen A. Smith. But exactly, but Stephen A. works for ESPN. ESPN is controlled by Disney. Stephen A. doesn't choose the topics, somebody chooses them for him. You know, his willingness has made him extremely valuable to these companies, but you know, a lot of these companies and corporations, they meet 4 times a year and talk about amongst various industries how they can socially engineer and influence our minds, right, through the technology that they can control without us really even paying attention and even noticing it. Just like the Michel Foucault theory, where I was talking about the watchtower that is policing the prisoners, bots, comments, positive comments or negative comments could affirm whatever agendas that they want to push. They can create the bots, they can control kind of the approvals or disapprovals of what is in society. Another example is kind of like group thinking. If I control a bunch of platforms, or I control a bunch of accounts, or have a bunch of partners that are all in cahoots with me, I can also socially engineer conversations, start trends, kind of create a herd mentality where you think it's natural, but it's all algorithmically engineered to dictate the market. And then the last one I would say is like the digital dopamine. A lot of us are addicted to social media, we don't even know it, right? The rewarding feeling of getting likes.
Yo, it's Big Ant the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and Jaylen Brown out there in Morocco at the university gave this speech right here. And anybody whose name got mentioned, anybody in business, marketing, working the algorithm, the internet, or anything of that sort in media, can't pick out a part of that segment right there and say, this is where the lie is. And that most definitely gonna have people feeling the way. As Jaylen Brown just kept it all the way 1,000 right there. If you know, you know. And there's several layers to it, and it's different parts of this conversation right here and what he's saying, but he all the way on point with it. Because a lot of people thinking that everything is organic, they don't think stuff is manufactured. And like I told y'all before, Stephen A. Script Reader Smith, that's why I called him the script reader. Some of y'all said I was hating. He tried to come out a few years ago and say, hey man, y'all just hating on me, trying to mess up my contracts and everything like that. Nah, bro. Boys just making it all the way clear, dog. You work at ESPN. They come in there and tell you, hey, we're going to talk about this today. Do they probably get some feedback from you? Or certain things is obvious. You're going to talk about what's trending and what's all over the internet. ESPN is under Disney. This is just what this is at this point in time. They have worked it to a point where they can work the algorithm, they can control the narrative, they can push it, and then you're the person that speaks for them. You are working for them, and you will ride a campaign off of this right here. We see how you got on with Kyrie Irving already and others. It just is what it is. Now, the thing with him and Jaylen Brown is one concept of it, where him and Jaylen Brown been having a little back and forth. You can have your opinion about it, but what happens with Stephen A. Smith, he'll get to a point his ego get involved and he wants to get in a competitive battle just like he did with Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving in them situations, hey, it's getting to a point where I'm in competition with you now. I'm trying to go at you and I'm really finna push this, but when he speaks, it's getting worked, it's getting clipped. They put certain headlines. You got different marketing tactics. Smaller platforms start to cover it, and the narrative get to a point. If somebody's not intelligent enough or they don't know how to work the internet, they can't really speak up for themselves. So they'll have people running and thinking it's that's going on organically, and this is how I'm supposed to see it. They on ESPN. It's on TV. Very big platform that's ran and marketed. $billion business. How do you compete against that when the narrative is being pushed like that? You got to come out here and speak your side at times, and that's what Jaylen Brown is doing. A lot of people don't know. This is what goes on across every single industry, dog, from the music business to restaurants, marketing, everything that you got going on, bro, is being paid to push. It was already going on. Media is the most powerful weapon in the world. That's been going on from day one. That's just what that is. But now you got social media where you can market it right to people's hands. They ain't got to see it on TV. They ain't got to see it in the newspaper. They ain't got to wait till they get to the highs and see it on the commercial. Nah, we see it, all this marketing, all of these stereotypes, these narratives, whether they are true or false, being marketed and pushed in real time. And he's saying, hey, fam, it's a way to control the mind out here. It's been going on since day one, and people don't even realize it. Jaylen Brown is speaking all the way 1,000 right there, bro. Stephen A., they got their issues and stuff like that, as they've been trying to go at Jaylen Brown with this latest trade situation. You got people jumping out there now talking about he ain't the top seven on the basketball team in the league when it comes to NBA play. And I'm like, bro, Dog just won a championship 2 years ago. But see, they let these people get on these platforms, get these quality microphones, quality video, and you put it up, you put a headline on top. Once you start circulating that type of stuff enough, whether people agree or disagree with it, the narrative is still already pushed out there. That's why I don't knock nobody for coming out here and trying to control their own narrative when I can see it's a strong opinion. Now, if somebody just talking facts and just reading data, that's one thing. But these opinions getting pushed out here, nah, Jaylen Brown is 1,000% right. They will push narratives out of a comment section. A lot of the blogs and hip-hop do this. You got to know that, bro. I cover this stuff. I know. I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000 with y'all. But Jaylen Brown jumped out there. Hey, Jaylen Brown, hey, I got to salute it and respect it because he's speaking the real. Put it all on the line. $300 million deal already in the bag. But he like, hey, fam, I want more. I stand for something. I got to respect it and salute it. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.